Welcome back. I am, of course, the ever-loving Lonnie Webb. I thank you ever so much for joining me here today. You can find some things about the work that I have done over at throughcomic.com. If you don't mind, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit that little bell. And share this video out on your social medias. That would help me a great deal. It would feed the YouTube algorithm. And share this video up on the queue with other. You would point your browser at IndieGoGo.com and search for the Temple of Tiamat. Let me make that a little bit bigger. And I make it just a hair bigger. I'm not sure that's exactly what I want, but it's nearly legible. On the screen, you can when you go to IndieGoGo.com and when you type in to the search box Temple of Tiamat, you get to see my pre-launch campaign that is being run for me. For the Temple of Tiamat. Why would you do that? This is my story that I wrote initially in '79, I believe. What I would do with the Indiana Jones franchise if I had it today. This went through some changes because Indiana Jones came out after '79, if I remember right. And that story continued to evolve over a period of a few years and became the seed for the script that I ended up writing. The story here is a graphic novel because I don't have a film studio. And when I ended up putting the final touches on this, since I don't have Indiana Jones, I did the only thing that seemed right in my mind. If you don't have Dr. Henry Jones to solve a big problem in World War II, dealing with a certain Yahtzee, who do you turn to? The infantry. So here we go. Sergeant Rick Rowley is a very Sergeant Rock-like character. If you would just put in your email address in that big wide box there. Click the checkbox below for the terms and conditions and the sign up. Tiamat, you can scroll around. Nemesis is, of course, Tiamat herself, a Babylonian water creation goddess. She is not a protagonist. She's the antagonist. She's the bad person. Tiamat's natural form is a dragon, and here she appears in her human form. She must be able to interact with human beings without striking all kinds of terror. How else would she be able to negotiate with them and get control of their pitiful little minds? By the way, do you like this artwork for the alternate cover? If you do, I would like it if you would tell me what you think of the composition here in the comments. And the inked main cover, I don't have it colored yet, featuring Rick Rowley and the dragon form of Tiamat. And yes, I did rely on some historical photos to pull together what this image should look like, and it's very intentionally reliant. Rick Rowley burst onto the comic page in page 1, guns blazing, taking out a machine gun nest from behind the lines. And page 2, we get to see bullets zipping by, and the first conflict in the comic. We see him and his men take out that machine gun nest. And it's obviously an impromptu machine gun nest because it only has sandbags for cover. And we end with Rick Rowley hearing something in the distance, and he motions for his men to be very quiet. I have another page to share with you, but it's not uploaded yet. I will probably show that to you tomorrow or the next day that I'm on. Let's cruise over here. That is it for the campaign that I have to show you today. I would I am asking that you go sign up for that as quickly as you can, because signups are vital to this campaign. I do not get to make this comic book unless I have a commitment of an audience, and we are sorely lacking. So I've got to get out and beat the streets. If you have a YouTube channel, please speak kindly for me and let me know if I should come on to your channel, and if you would mention to your viewers about this campaign.
Hey, darling, you're better than a whole tube of ranch hand. You know that? Who's this? Oh, sorry. Prince Albert and the can. Bye. Well, oopsie. Nick, I ain't a preacher or nothing. But I am somewhat ordained. Not that I'd place much stock in that. Now here I'm gonna tell it to yous. Now I'm gonna make it simple so that you can understand it. I'm going to tell you in terms I understand. In the beginning, the earth was shapeless. It was shapeless, and it was without shape. Which is to say, if you was to give it a good jiggle, it would wiggle just like the old Jello. Now the Lord looked down on that and he said, should that be jiggling quite so? And he looked at the mass of white gravy that fine morning, and he said, there should probably be less jiggle in that gravy. The Lord's mighty fond of order. And he looked at that chaos of gravy, and he said, I shall introduce order and separate into the firmament of biscuit from the seas of gravy. And when he did that, the Lord said, let there be a firmament of biscuit. And there was a firmament of biscuit. And then there was biscuits. And there was gravy. And the Lord looked at that and he said, that is good. But then the Lord looked at it again and he said, there shall be sausage to increase the perfection of my creation. And there was, through his will and no action of his own, sausage in that there gravy. And the Lord looked at it and he said, this is good. And then the Lord looked at it one more time and he said, you know, we can do one better than this. And he said, let there be bacon and all manner of pork byproduct in that there gravy. And there was, through no action of his own, but merely that of his own will, there was bacon and pork rinds and drippings and all manner of pork byproducts in that there white gravy. And the Lord looked on that and he said, that is perfection. The biscuits and the gravy with the sausage, the bacon, the drippings. And with just a dash of pepper, there was not a vegan left at the breakfast table. For lo, the vegans were exiled to the children's table. Now I hope that all those within the reach of my voice have understood the saving grace of biscuits and gravy. For if you are unable to grasp the saving grace of the biscuits and the gravy, flip your eggs to sunny side up and please pass the pepper.
Hey, that works for me, okay? Now pass the pepper.